What is going on, everybody, and welcome to today's Friday the 13th video. Today we're going to be covering how to play as Jason. Yes, one of the key things that you're going to want to learn to do when you pick up this game is how to play as Jason, because there's a possibility you might be Jason or a Conster. Now, remember, this game it's featured of a 1v7. Basically, it's Jason versus the Consters. The Consters' main objective is to escape and stay alive. Your main objective as Jason is to kill them all. And in order for you to do that, you're going to want to have the right abilities selected and know how to use each individual ability. Now, one thing I do want to let you guys know, these abilities are not completely unlocked right off when you start the game. You're able to unlock these throughout the game as they progress, and when you use them, they go into a cooldown time of you regenerating that ability. Now, what are the abilities available for us to use? The first one, we have Morph. This allows Jason to cover long distance almost instantly by selecting a general portion within the map. So we'll pull up your mini map, select which area you want to go, and you will automatically teleport there. It's not super accurate, but at least they'll get you there a lot quicker. And you're able to have this ability as soon as you spawn in the game. The second ability is called Sense. This ability gives you vision mode that allows Jason to track the counselors throughout the map, and you're able to track them based on their fear level. The more frightened they are, the more their level will be higher up. That means they will be highlighted for you outside the map or inside a house or wherever they're at. You'll be able to know where each counselor is at. Now, do keep in mind that this counselor is super duper smart, and he activated the counselor perk to deactivate this. You won't be able to see him, so he could be right next to you and you will have no idea. So please remember, just because you don't see him on the map doesn't mean he's not there. Then you have the ability called Shift. This allows Jason to cover short distance very quickly. This one's best used especially when you're chasing down a player. Remember, you're on a stamina meter, so if your stamina is going down, you could use this shift ability to actually teleport there or get there, shift, move like super duper fast, lightning speed, and get there and get the counselor. One thing, the way to use this one, if you shift and grab, pretty much you shift to the person and you grab them right off the bat, and this sometimes catches counselors by surprise and they don't even know what the heck just hit them, but it was you that shifted towards their death. The next ability is the stealth ability for Jason. This is called Stalk. Now, this one is a more stealthy one. The way this works is every time you're chasing a counselor or you're near a counselor, there's going to be a little bit of a music playing in the background. You're going to hear it like dun, 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 pretty much the Friday the 13th music. So what this does, this takes away that music so the person doesn't know you're actually approaching them. You go ahead, you enable Stalk, and they will know, like, they're like, wait, I don't hear the music. What's going on? What's happening here? So what happens here is you're able to use this one, kind of survey the map. Now, the way I would actually recommend you guys using this, the more you walk with Jason, the faster the cooldown of the Stalk ability happens. So what I would suggest is if you're going to use Stalk, make sure you guys use it in a way where you guys are usually maybe to track one person, two people, that are remaining in the game, because if you stand still, that ability will last for several minutes, as opposed to if you're moving around the map, you will reduce the cooldown very dramatically if you're moving too much with the Stalk ability. So this is going to take away the music, but give you that surprise attack just to see where they're at. The next ability is called Rage. Now, this ability only happens almost towards the end of the map, or towards the end of the round. There's like, this one gives you the ability to just become a havoc. You can break down walls, you could break down barriers, you could break down windows. It's just pretty much, you don't even have to shut them down. You just, that's just what it does. But the way this one works is you're going to notice on the top left hand corner of your screen, you're going to have a rage meter. That's going to be the Jason mask. If that's completely filled, you're able to activate that ability, but you also are able to lose it. If a concert hits you or you take damage, that ability is going to reduce the cooldown time of when you're actually doing this. So the rage meter is really good, but you only get it almost towards the end of the round where you're looking for people, so you'll be able to break down through walls, through windows, without having to wait for you to actually hammer those down. So really good one, especially while hunting that last person that is almost towards the end of the match. Now, if you watch my Jason skill tree video, you guys know what abilities he has. So we have basic weapons, which are pretty much weapons he actually comes with, and you also have grab kills. Now, if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you guys check that out so you guys can know what are the basic weapons you start off with as Jason, and what are the grab kills that you have. Now, remember, each kill that you do with the grab kill will give you XP. Even the ones that you do where, like, next to an environment, this will give you a good XP boost. So if you're trying to level up, very effective for you to use these type of abilities. Then you have the combat stand. This is the combat stand. Pretty much Jason enters in a combat stand, and instantly with the press of one button, you go into that stance. But once you're in that stance, you could block incoming attacks. So if the constants tries to hit you with a machete or with an axe, or just hit you with something, you're able to go to your combat stance and block the attack from incoming targets. Next up, you have traps that you're able to set as Jason. Now, these are pretty good additional traps that can be found. You can deploy them anywhere, and these are usually found between piles of leaf, which help catch unsuspected counselors off guard. So if a counselor's walking around, they're like, trying to hide from Jason, and boom, the trap gets him, and he's like, oh snaps, I got trapped. The cool thing about these traps is they make a sound when the counselor gets trapped. Not only that, but if Jason pulls up his mini map, he's able to see where exactly that trap went off and teleport to that location and kill the counselor. Another thing that's really effective, especially when people are trying to get, is throughout the map you're going to be able to find throwing knives, and these throwing knives are very effective because when someone's running away from you or they're moving around, you can just go ahead, throw that knife to the counselor and inflict some damage from a distance without you having to teleport as much. This allows them to actually get really cool, really get there really fast and kind of damage the counselor, make him go a little bit slower. Now you're able to get, as soon as you spawn in, you should be able, when you spawn in, you should be able to find some throwing knives right off the bat and have them equipped, and you should be able to throw them once you see a counselor. Now, another thing that you need to be made aware of is the environment. Now, the environment is very key, especially for this game. This is more like an advanced tutorial for those of you guys who are almost advanced in playing as Jason. The environment is very crucial because there's power generators, there's windows, there's doors, there's phone box, power boxes, and all of these are going to be playing an important role. Now, there's going to be power generators throughout the world. You're going to want to make sure you disable these because this is going to make it not only more difficult for the counselor, but it's going to cause their fear meter to go out. So once their fear meter goes up, you're able to see them throughout the map. Another cool component that I want to let you guys know is windows. You're going to want to go ahead and while you're walking around, break those windows, because if a counselor tries to escape or run through that window, he will go ahead and get injured right when he jumps out because of the shattered glass. And this will give you a more effective way to actually catch up to him if he's trying to get away. And it's very good when the people are in bunches. Another pro tip I want to give you guys is the doors. The doors, you want to make sure you break down the doors, because this is going to make it effective for you to actually just go in through that door if you're chasing someone, or you're trying to catch up to someone, or it gives a less of a sense of security for that person that's hiding inside the house. So smash all the doors you can while you're moving around. Next pro tip I want to give you is called the phone power box. Now this one is only going to show on your map when the counselor activates the phone power box. Once it is activated, it will show up your map. What you're going to want to do is teleport to that place, destroy it, because that's the only way they're going to be able to call the police. The reason you want to destroy that is because the counselor will then have to go ahead and repair that to be able to call the police again. You can set this as a booby trap to keep the counselor at that vicinity and kind of just wait for him to go turn it on and just go ahead and kill him. And that is pretty much how you play as Jason. I will have a video going over how to play as a counselor, the best tips that you could possibly use to stay alive. So don't forget, guys, for all things Friday the 13th, make sure you keep it locked in this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video.